Hello and welcome to Grandma's Baby Corner. My name is Nicole and it's been a while since I've been here, but I thought that it would be fun to give you guys a little update. I haven't had time really to vlog anything lately, just life has been busy, but I wanted to show you a few things that I've recently picked up at thrift stores. And I thought I would start with showing you this cute little guy. Now he is pretty small and as you can see, I picked him up at a Once Upon a Child. This is one of their tags. He was $4.50, and he is a Dinky Dinkum doll, backyard buddy. And I think the Dinkum dolls are really cute. I actually have one of the bigger ones. I believe it's Pumpkin, and I will show him to you one of these days. I don't think I've ever shown him on here before. But I found this little one at a thrift store at Once Upon a Child, a few weeks ago, and I thought he was so cute. Now, I've seen them online before, but I really hadn't ever seen one in person, not the little mini ones, and I think they'd be perfect for a little baby or a toddler. They're really soft, probably not a little tiny baby because the hair is kind of, I don't know, if a baby chewed on it, it probably wouldn't be too good, but they're really cute. And I believe they're like $25-ish if you buy one new. I did look them up because I'd actually seriously thought about buying one before. They have all different ones. Betty Butterfly, Billy Bumblebee. They're really cute. And this one was brand new, as you can see, with this tag. And I believe the Dinkum dolls all have the little rainbow. So that's like their little trademark. And you know when you see that rainbow that it's one of their little dolls. But I thought he was really cute. Excuse me. And I just thought I had to add him to my nursery. I'm not sure what he's supposed to be because they're backyard buddies. Maybe, I don't know. Does his tag say? He's made by the Oliella company, and he's for 18 months plus. So, I don't know. His tag probably actually says who he is. But I don't know. I can put it in. I want to rip it. Yeah, I think that's him right there. Grasshopper. He's a little grasshopper. He's cute. He's really cute. So I thought he was really cute, and I was glad to add him to my collection. Now, even farther back in time, late summer, early fall, I found this doll at a thrift store. And she was found at a thrift store that's just kind of like, they take all kinds of donations and they sell stuff really cheap. And I found this doll for $2. You can see her little tag here. And her name is Pamela. And the funny thing about this doll is when I was a little girl, not real little, but young, I was with my aunt and she used to take us shopping for our birthdays and she would let us pick out something we wanted. Well, I always picked a doll. Almost always. Once in a while, I think I picked a stuffed animal like a teddy bear or something, but almost always I picked a doll. This doll was one of the ones I picked. None of my friends had her. I never had heard of anyone else having this doll, but I had seen her and I loved her because she kind of was like a toddler. She's a little bit longer. I'm not sure. She's bigger than an 18-inch doll, I think. I'll have to measure her sometime, but she's probably, I don't know, 20 inches, maybe even a little more than that. So I used to play that she was my toddler. And mine, I actually still have my original one. She's in my attic, but she's not nearly as clean because, like I said, I played with her and she went places with me and I played with her outside and I loved her. She was my toddler. But these are her original clothes. So she came in like a white shirt. That's the other thing. I think I still have the original pants to my Pamela, but I don't have the shirt anymore because I changed my doll's clothes. They did not stay in their clothes. So I'm pretty sure I still have the pants, but I don't have the shirt anymore. And she did play, like she had a little thing where she'd take these cards, and this one didn't, I don't think, have one in her, but they're like these little plastic cards, and you would set them inside and they would talk. And or she would talk, and she, just had a few things that she would say, and she might have had some books or something that kind of went along with her. I don't really remember, because quite honestly, I didn't use that part of her very often. I liked her just to be my toddler. And, this was back before Reborn Dolls, and she was just, I loved her. I thought she was great. And I kept her name Pamela. So you can imagine how happy I was when I found this doll. I haven't actually done her hair, anything. She came with her hair like this when I picked her up at the thrift store. But when I saw her, and for $2, she was coming home. And I also found some other older dolls at the same thrift store. So I'm thinking that somebody from my age, or maybe their mother or grandmother or somebody must have brought in everything that girl had, because there were some other dolls that I picked up the same day that I didn't actually recognize from my childhood, but they're from, the same time frame, and I thought that she was really cute, and so I picked up a couple other, and they were all $2 a piece, which was a good deal, and I will share them sometime on here, but today I wanted to share Pamela with you. I also was able to go to a thrift store today. I went to Goodwill. I often don't go to Goodwill because Goodwills here are way overpriced. And so I don't get there very often. But today, one of my daughters was looking for something specifically. And so I took her in there and walked by the Christmas stuff and found a few things. And then, of course, I had to look at the baby stuff since I was in there anyways. And so I found something for my dolls. But I will show you. Years ago, I collected salt and pepper shakers. I don't collect them so much now. I do once in a while if I find a set that I think is really cute. I will grab them because, I don't know, I still guess I kind of like them. But I don't really have a place for them in my life right now, and I really love my dolls. So if I'm going to collect something, I collect the dolls. But these I thought were really cute, especially with Christmas coming. They had the Nutcracker salt and pepper shakers, and I thought they were really cute. And so it was $3, and you got the Nutcrackers, and then I also got these gnomes. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the gnomes or not. They are kind of cute, but I don't know if I'm going to keep them or not. I might gift them to somebody else. But I thought these Nutcrackers were really sweet. So those are really cute, and I got this package for them. And $3 was a good price. And then I also found this, and it's just a decorative plate, but it says, "Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord." And as you can see, there's the little nativity in the middle, and then it's got like the shepherds and the wise men. Well, actually, I think that's supposed to be Mary and Joseph. And then, yeah, like the shepherds and the wise men and stuff. So anyways, I thought that was really neat. It too was $3, and I don't know. I thought it wasn't bad. It's just like a decorative plate, but it's quite large, and it was new in the box, which, it's kind of crazed actually looking. So it's not like vintage or anything, I don't think, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty neat, and for the price, I thought I would bring that home because Christ is the center of Christmas, and though we don't know, the exact time that Jesus was born, we want him to be our focus, and we want to remember him. And so the more things, personally, the more things that I can bring into our home that point us in the right direction, I want to be doing that. So when I saw this plate, I thought, you know what? We need that in our life. So I got that. And then I found this bag that had ribbons in it, all different ribbons. I actually took a couple of the packages of ribbon out because they were just like the type of ribbon that you put on, like, I guess you can wrap them around gift or something, but I always think of them as being like the ribbons on balloons, and I just didn't need them. But so I already took them out. But it was full of like washi tape and then some other little printed ribbons that are like cloth. And I thought, I've got some Christmas decor that I want to work on, and some of these are just going to work perfectly for what I had in mind. Like this little buffalo plaid, and then this one here. I thought they were really cute, and I thought they'd be handy. And then some of my kids are really crafty. Not so much. I try to be, but I'm not. But there was a bunch of like washi tape in here too, and so I thought that would be great for, Christmas cards, crafts, or even, you know, just different crafts that the kids and I might want to do this holiday season. It didn't have a price on it, and quite often at Goodwill, they won't sell you something if it doesn't have a price. But when I got up to the counter and I told the girl that it didn't say a price, she sold it to me for $2, and I got all this stuff. So I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think that was a bad price. I mean, just this one thing of ribbon alone was $1, it says. So not a bad deal. And then, like I said, I did stop by the baby section, and they didn't have much, but they had this cute little newborn baby sleeper, which one of my daughters, actually a number of my daughters, wore this sleeper when they were little. I can't remember which ones it was, but I don't even think they make sleepers like this anymore. It's like the terry cloth, like a towel fabric. But I loved them because back then you didn't really get fleece. This is what we had for an option for the warmer ones. And I remember my girls wore it a lot, but I loved it when they had the little ballerina little feet. I just thought those were so cute. So I did pick this up for one of my reborns. I thought it was cute, and it was $3. I don't think anything I bought was on sale, because the Goodwill does do half off days, but I don't know what color was on sale. I don't think anything I bought was on sale today. But anyway, that's what I got. My daughter did not find what she was looking for, but I left with a few things, and I was pretty pleased with what I found. I hope you're all doing well. Take care. God bless.